Hello again, Avatlis. How we doing? It's Peter here once again from the Bowmore Hotel from Luccis Whisky Bar, and for a wee change we are sitting in the famous Luccis Whisky Bar. So as you can see behind me, all these beautiful bottles of exclusive Islay and Jura malt whisky. But tonight we are here to talk about this beautiful black bottle here, and as you can see, this is a full-size Octomore, and this one is a single cask, exclusive to the distillery. There is only going to be 289 bottles of this beautiful liquid for the world, so not very much at all. Also, it has been aged in a second filled Syrah cask, which is a red wine cask. The alcohol content on this is 58.9% alcohol. It has been aged for 14 years in this beautiful second fill cask. And the ppm on it is 96.9 ppm. So it's not the peatiest Octomore by any means, but on Islay standard at nearly 100 ppm is pretty peaty. But with it being done in the red wine cask, I'm expecting a lot more kind of sweetness and richness, and maybe a bit of bitterness depending on how well it's been aged. But a wee bit of bitterness isn't always a bad thing depending how sweet it is. So with no further ado, let's get this poured. Now, it's got a beautiful colour. As I said before in a few of my videos, the camera doesn't always do it justice, but it's got a beautiful richness to it. It's quite rosy actually, but it's really hugging that glass as well, so it's pretty oily. Oh, the wine cask has done its work with this for sure. You can really smell it. It's got a right richness on the nose to it. The peat smoke is definitely there. You can really smell the peat smoke, the ashiness. There's maybe like raisins, maybe dates, bit of marzipan there as well. Peat smoke is very prompt on it. It's got quite a complex nose in that. It smells excellent, so it does. For an Octomore, and as I said before, it's 14 years old, so it's been aged for a decent age. I mean, most Octomores come in at about 5 to 10 years old, so they're pretty young whiskies with very high alcohol, so they can be very aggressive. But it's got its own following. Octomore has become like a cult following. People really go out for it, and they, especially in a sherry cask. I must admit, I'm a bit of a sucker for heavy peat with heavy sherry. I mean, I remember they did years ago the OBA. Oh, what a dram that was! Unbelievable. I think it was 2017. But with no further ado, and if you're sitting at home and you've got a beautiful wee bottle of Octomore to hand, why not pour a wee dram and we can enjoy a wee Octomore together? So slainte, guys. Oh, that packs a punch. But it always does. I mean, I've not had any alcohol today, so the palate really explodes, and it really, you can feel that all the way down. But it's very rich. There's a very much a sweetness there. Oh, there's a bit of ashiness. The peat smoke is very prompt. Definitely kind of raisins, cherries. There's a lot going on in this. This is quite complex. A bit of marzipan. There's a lot going on in this. Very complex whiskey. But the alcohol content isn't like, yeah, there's a glow, but I reckon on the second time, as I've said before in many of my videos, when your palate is fresh and clean, the initial first taste just explodes, and it can sometimes be quite overwhelming, but if you just bear with it, try it a second time, and maybe even a third time. By the third time, if you're still struggling, it might need a touch of water, just to open it up. But we always give it a second and sometimes a third try. Slainte, guys. Now, see, second time, always much better, because your palate zones in on them flavours. Definitely getting marzipan, cherries, raisins. Peat smoke is prompt. There's a lovely wee glow. It didn't, second time there wasn't that. The first time I could feel that all the way down, right to here. But not this time. It's much more sweeter, it's elegant. For a cask strength whiskey, that is very elegant. So that is an excellent Octomore. very good. And it's a single cask, so it's very rare, hard to get hands on as well. So if you're near Islay, if you're on Islay, get yourself down to Bruichladdich Distillery, see if you can nab a bottle of this bad boy. Can't remember exactly the price on it, and didn't even look at it, to be honest. But as I said, it's a single cask, and there's only 289 bottles for the world. So from Peter here, from Moratel, from Luccis Whisky Bar, and as I said before, if you've got a beautiful wee bottle there with you, hope you've got it poured, and hopefully we'll catch you very soon in Luccis Whisky Bar for a wee dram or two or maybe three. Slàinte mhath, guys. Stay well, stay safe. Slàinte.